Welcome to Cine Series Recap. Today, we'll go through the plot of the 2022 movie Luck. Sam is an 18-year-old orphan who is about to leave the orphanage. Hazel, an 8-year-old girl who likes practicing dance moves with her best friend Sam. Unfortunately for Sam, the entire set collapses on top of her while she is practicing the choreography. To assist her buddy overcome her poor luck, Hazel lends her one of her fortunate trinkets from her collection. The little girl has gathered all of her charms in a little box to assist her find a home. Following the couple's visit next weekend, the only thing missing from her collection is a lucky coin, which Hazel has yet to locate. During their conversation, the director of the orphanage enters and informs them that Sam's social worker has arrived to take her to her new residence. With a heavy heart, the girl bids her friend farewell and swears that if she finds a fortunate coin, she would bring it to Hazel before the visit. Sam gets into the car a few minutes later, carrying a box containing all of her paperwork. She decides to open the box on her route to her new apartment and discovers an old photograph. The kid recalls that she was intended to find a home that day, but the couple who were scheduled to adopt her dropped out at the last minute and did not show up to pick her up. This happened a few times during Sam's life, and she eventually learned to accept her terrible luck. As she gets at her location, the social worker hands over the keys to the girl, who throws them next to a manhole. Fortunately, until a bicycle passes over them, the keys do not fall down the little hole that leads right into the sewer. Because Sam's bad luck is her hallmark, the social worker is prepared for it and provides the young woman an extra set of keys. Sam wakes up to the sound of the lawnmower after a good night's sleep. When her room's window is open, some leaves fall inside. She attempts to shut the window to keep the space from being overgrown with plants, but she loses her balance and falls on the bed. When she checks at the clock, she realizes she only has a few minutes to prepare for her first day at work. Sam runs into the bathroom to take a shower and discovers that the broom has grabbed the door. The girl is not concerned because she is used to coping with situations like these. She manages to raise the broom handle and open the door with the aid of a bottle of toothpaste. Sam wastes a few minutes looking for a pair of socks before racing to bring her breakfast. To add to the bad luck, the pot of jam falls on the edge of the dish and sends the piece of bread against the wall, dirtying everything till it reaches the floor. The girl gets up her bike and rides to work after cleaning up the mess. Yet, before she goes, she notices that the tire is flat and has to be filled. Despite all of these unanticipated obstacles, the young woman arrives to work on time and is commended by her new supervisor. But as the day goes, Sam gets in the way of all the activities, and Marvin assigns her to take care of the shopping carts in order to reduce her chances of getting wounded at work. The girl spends the weekend at the orphanage saying goodbye to Hazel before she gets adopted. Mrs. Rivera informs her that her visit has been postponed. The principal, on the other hand, adds that another couple has agreed to come in 2 days, and Sam is heartbroken to think that Hazel will have a file full of names of families who have given up on adopting her, like she did. Sam finds she is really unhappy and terrified of not having a family when she meets her buddy. The young woman attempts to cheer her up by assuring her that Hazel will be adopted soon. Sam goes to dine at a cafe that night, but all of the tables are taken, so she decides to sit on the pavement. Soon a black cat arrives and sits next to her. As a result, she chooses to share her snack with him. The animal leaves after eating, and Sam gets up to go home. When she takes up her napkin from the floor, she discovers a dime and instantly recalls Hazel, going to add to her collection of fortunate trinkets. So Sam picks it up and plans to present it to her buddy. Something weird happens the next morning. Sam awakens just as her alarm clock goes off for the first time. The gardener starts trimming the lawn once more, but only one leaf falls into her chamber. When she goes to take a bath, the penny slips out of her pocket, revealing a 4-leaf clover painted on it. That is, apparently, a fortunate coin. Sam puts her idea to the test by holding up the coin and allowing a slice of bread with jam to fall onto the dish. Strangely, when she releases the coin and repeats the experiment, the jelly side rises. The jelly side sinks. Sam phones the orphanage and assures Mrs. Rivera that she would visit by later at work, confident that the coin will get Hazel adopted. Before giving over the coin to Hazel, the girl enjoys her first and final lucky day. Everything she does goes well for the first time in her life, and Marvin is amazed by his new employee's abilities. The female gets ready to depart in the evening, but she needs to use the restroom first. She removes her phone and a penny from her pocket and places them on top of the toilet paper dispenser. What she didn't realize is that the toilet has an automatic flush, which gives her a start. The penny is thrown upwards and into the next toilet. Sam takes every precaution to avoid triggering the flush, but her terrible luck makes her task impossible. The coin is discharged to the sewer when a drop of perspiration slips from her cheek. Sam discovers the identical black cat from the night before while grieving what transpired. She decides to vent to the animal since she knows no one would believe her story. When the cat discovers that the girl flushed the coin, he becomes enraged and begins shouting at her. Sam is startled when he finds a 4-leaf clover sign on the animal's collar. At that point, the young woman learns the coin belongs to him and begs the cat for another. As the cat hears this, he escapes, and Sam chases him through the streets. After unsuccessfully pursuing him around town, the girl discovers him hidden in an alley. When the animal inputs a password onto his keyboard, a gateway appears. Sam chooses to travel through the portal straight after it, hoping to collect another fortunate coin, and ends up in the Kingdom of Luck. Bob is disheartened when he notices he is being followed by that pesky girl, because humans are not permitted in that location. Sam pledges to go as soon as the animal offers her another penny, but Bob argues that the coin was not given to him as a gift but just slipped from his collar. He says that the animals of the realm of luck have no luck in the human world, therefore they go there using pennies. As 2 goblins emerge out of nowhere, the cat advises Sam to hide, as he inquires about Jerry. His helper, the creatures, inform him that he is at the currency storage, so Sam decides to walk inside and fetch a coin. The difficulty is that only elves are permitted to enter the repository. Therefore, the girl will have to disguise herself in order to get access. Sam begs the cat to hand over the button from her fanny pack until they can buy a new coin since Captain Bob has to hand up his coin. The captain dislikes Bob for some reason and has always picked on him for no reason, so the animal must distract her as he hands over his coins in order for the elf not to notice that it is a button. Meanwhile, Sam passes through the elf's entrance and joins him in the changing room. Bob unlocks his assistant's wardrobe and provides Sam an elf costume. Suddenly, 2 elves come and are taken by the size of the female. The cat claims to be from Latvia, home to the world's greatest elves. After saying their goodbyes, the 2 proceed inside the warehouse, where Sam is ecstatic to witness the land of luck from the inside. Everything works incredibly well there, and the species live in perfect peace. Bob boards the transfer disc, and Sam assumes she is close behind him. Nevertheless, she quickly learns that the little child is still up there and stumbles while attempting to descend. The animal returns to assist her and is astounded by how unfortunate this girl is. When they meet Jerry, Bob requests that his assistant teach Sam how to work in the warehouse because she has recently come from Latvia and today is her first day on the job. The leprechaun immediately offers to assist her. They must first sit on a swivel chair and obtain a coin to polish. They are then conveyed beneath a tube that suckers the coins out. Sam's second effort involves keeping the penny in her pocket before it is sucked out, but her strategy fails. She passes the coin machine for the 3rd time. The girl takes the button, and the rest is history. She not only gets in the path of the entire team, but she also loses the button, which is sucked up with the cash. Sam, desperate since she screwed up, decides to tell Jerry the truth and asks the leprechaun for assistance in obtaining a replacement coin. The elf is surprised to learn that the girl is human, but decides to assist them in finding the misplaced coin so that Bob is not cursed with bad luck. Following the occurrence, the emergency alarm sounds, and the captain arrives with the bunnies to see whether there are any ill luck strewn around. While they consider alternative methods of obtaining a coin, Jerry informs them that before the current captain took over, when a coin was lost in the human world, they would send a rabbit drone to get it. The difficulty is that this technology has not been used in over a decade. Therefore, they must obtain a fortunate crystal to recharge it. As they get on the fortunate floor, everyone is taken aback by the sight of such a huge elf. While monitoring the CEO of the Land of Luck at work, the 3 moves softly so as not to draw suspicion and hides. She is the only one who can detect bad luck grains and is here to ensure that her world is not tainted by ill luck. It is now the job of the magical pigs to make the fortunate gems. Bob obtains one of the crystals with Sam's assistance, allowing them to proceed with the 2nd stage of the plan. When the 2 walk to the control room, Jerry goes to fetch the drone. Bob knocks over one of the rabbit's keyboards and uses the computer while the animal goes to grab another. Jerry inserts the energy crystal when the cat activates the drone control, allowing the gadget to be transferred to the human world. The trajectory of the drone is put onto the screen, and all of the bunnies detect something is amiss. To divert their attention, Sam enters the room and begins singing and dancing the choreography she had practiced with her friend Hazel. The bunnies immediately join in, and everyone begins dancing while Bob completes his job. When the drone returns to the realm of luck with the coin, Sam and Bob exit the control room and hear the captain make an announcement. The elf informs them that a button has been placed into the coin collector, and the prime suspects are 3 cats. Bob is one of them. As the drone returns with the coin, it is drenched in sewage water, so Jerry chooses to retrieve it using a glove. Nevertheless, the vacuum is activated before he can capture it, and the drone is whisked away. They must now travel to the in-between, a region between poor luck and the land of luck, in order to rescue the drone. When they enter the elevator, Sam punches the button, and Bob realizes they've arrived at the incorrect destination. The girl unintentionally sent them to the realm of bad luck, whose gravity is the polar opposite of that in the land of luck. Sam is catapulted out of the elevator and smashes her head on a pipe, which comes loose and destroys the elevator control box. The girl becomes trapped outside, and Bob provides her with the directions to travel to the in-between before she can escape. Sam sees terrifying monsters and is forced to hide in a tavern to escape being discovered by a big root. When she steps inside the door, she comes across numerous screaming creatures around a green light and then exits. As the young woman arrives outdoors, she discovers Tower 13, where, according to Bob, there is a route to the in-between. Sam must avoid ill luck in order to get there since nothing in that place works properly. As the girl eventually reaches the tower, she attempts to remain hidden while following the instructions to discover the purple light. There is a little door full of insects beneath, and Sam must down a rope to achieve her target. She quickly locates Bob, who is on the other side of the floor. The cat takes down the sign and invites the young woman to get in. Because gravity operates differently in the two realms, she is pushed back to the ground. Bob notices Sam has grains of ill luck clinging to her foot a few minutes later. As the animal hears Jeff approaching, the two of them must flee. The unicorn uses a shovel to clear up the bad luck grains and is led to the girl's hiding spot. Jeff believes the dust originated from his mixer, which transports the grains of ill luck directly to the randomizer and distributes them at random around the planet. Sam inquires about the device's operation and attempts to distract the unicorn while Bob hunts for the drone. During the chat, Jeff shows the young woman a photograph of himself with the dragon lady and claims that she is his true love. The unicorn claims that before constructing the blender, he had to wipe the bad luck dust with his hands, and that one day the pipe ruptured, spewing the grains all over him. Babe learned what had occurred and went to see him. She borrowed a fortunate coin to counterbalance Jeff's bad luck, and it took him 4 months to recover completely. Yet, Jeff claims that those 4 months were the happiest of his life since he was able to remain by the side of his real love. They then parted ways. Bob is searching for the rabbit drone on the rubbish mountain when the unicorn says that he discovered one only a few minutes ago. He claims a penny was launched inside, but it was so filthy that Jeff had to send it to the warehouse to be sterilized. Bob is distraught when they return to the Kingdom of Luck because he believes he will be exiled. Sam, on the other hand, explains that she has a plan. The girl snatched a particle of ill luck while in transit and is on her way to see Babe. When she finds Samantha, the dragon smells ill luck and summons the bunnies to remove the speck caught in Sam's shoe sole. Babe then gives the alleged elf a fortunate coin to counteract the ill luck. According to the dragon, the last creature she assisted had to retain the coin for 4 months until she was entirely free of the ill luck. She maintains that those 4 months were the finest of her life. Sam rushes to inform Bob that she has achieved her aim. Shortly then, she notices the captain taking the cat away and chases after them. As the captain stops, the young woman rushes on top of the car to find out what occurred. Later, Sam claims to have discovered the penny that Bob had slipped from his collar. The cat hands up his currency to the captain, and she abandons her plan to exile him, believing it was all a misunderstanding. After the elf departs, Bob expresses gratitude to Sam for protecting him because she might have taken the coin to Hazel. But the girl has another idea to assist her pal. She plans to switch off Jeff's mixer, trapping the bad luck within and preventing Hazel from getting adopted. Bob is supposed to flip the switch back on 2 hours later to restore normalcy. Sam says farewell to her new companion and boards the elevator to return to the human realm after completing her goal in the Kingdom of Luck. At that point, grains of ill luck began to permeate that area, prompting them to return to the in-between to find out what is going on. Nevertheless, it is too late. The location has been taken over by bad luck, resulting in only purple particles being transmitted to the human realm. As a result, the couple fails to appear for Hazel's visit, and the girl is left without a family. With the entire globe engulfed in ill luck, the randomizer's fortunate stone is destroyed once more, dooming the entire land of luck. Babe requires luck to make a new stone, but all of the money have been tainted with bad luck particles. Bob then provides the coin he had concealed in his collar, but it is also tainted. The captain manages to uncover him just in time and realizes that the cat is not a creature from the Kingdom of Luck. He was cursed for the most of his life until he discovered a fortunate coin. Without the fortunate stone, the unlucky stone is shattered, and all link between that realm and the human world is lost. Sam, desperate to return home, discloses that she is human and requires assistance in reuniting the two realms. The girl is devastated by what she has done and concludes that everything negative in her life is not the result of poor luck. It's all her fault. Even in the luckiest location in the planet, she has managed to screw everything up. As Bob hears this, he attempts to cheer her up by telling her that Sam is the finest person he has ever met. Her initial reaction is to share all she has, just as she did with him during lunch. Despite her history of poor luck, the first thing she thought of when she found the fortunate coin was to give it to Hazel. Sam is overjoyed to learn this. Her desire to put things right is so strong that she recalls seeing something resembling a fortunate stone in bad luck, and they both agree to return there to obtain it. Bob can only think of one location when the girl tells where she discovered the fortunate stone. When they walk into a pub, Sam is afraid of all the creatures. She feels that the entities that caused the tragedy are terrible and frightening. She is astonished, though, to realize that they may also be beloved. Ruddy is the bar's proprietor and the mayor of ill luck. He is delighted to see Bob and informs him that the pub has a new lucky shot section. Ruddy struck a pipe while repairing some cracks, and several fortunate grains flew out of it. So he gathered those grains and placed them in a pot so that everyone who was unlucky may have a lucky time. Sam feels bad about robbing them of the lucky shot, but Ruddy assures her that her pals will find something else to do. With the fortunate grains in hand, the couple travels to visit Jeff in order for the unicorn to persuade Babe to talk to them. The dragon is then informed by Sam that she may utilize the bad luck fortunate grains to restore the equilibrium between the realms. Instead, Babe creates 2 lucky and 1 unlucky stones. She aims to use the 2 fortunate stones to repair the randomizer, and thereby eliminate the world's ill luck. Sam then takes the unlucky stone and pursues Babe. Babe places the first stone in the randomizer and dashes to place the second, but the girl arrives before the dragon and declares that she will not let bad luck go away. Babe feels that her world has been devastated by bad luck and that she will never be able to live her love tale. Yet Sam believes the reverse is true. Babe and Jeff met due of terrible luck, and they will be able to reconstruct the land of luck thanks to the support of the people of poor luck. When the dragon hears this, he backs down and chooses to allow luck and bad luck to coexist. When the 2 stones are introduced into the randomizer, the equilibrium in the land of luck is restored. It returns to its original state, and the link between the 2 realms is re-established. Sam will be able to come home this time. Hazel's visit this time is a success, and the girl finally has a family. Sam, Bob, and a few other residents of the Land of Luck decide to swing by Ruddy's tavern before departing, and the girl offers him a fortunate stone as a thank you. Bob must now determine what to do with his life. His bad luck pals beg the cat to return home, but the captain says he can return to his employment in the Kingdom of Luck. Yet, none of these possibilities appeal to Bob. What he truly desires is to return to the land of humans with Sam and spend the rest of his days with her as a family. Sam becomes the manager of Marvin's supermarket a year later. She and Bob meet Hazel after work to spend the weekend together. In the end, terrible luck did not prevent Sam from doing the greatest achievements in the world. After 18 years of being alone, the girl has finally discovered her family, which is the best luck she could ever wish for. And with that, the narrative of Sam and her journey through good and bad luck comes to an end. Despite her ongoing battle with adversity, she learns to appreciate the lucky breaks that come her way. She finds the power of compassion, resilience, and the capacity to find success in unexpected places via her friendship with Bob, the black cat from the realm of luck. The movie Luck serves as a reminder that luck is not always about external circumstances, but also about one's perspective and actions. Sam's determination, compassion, and belief in the power of friendship ultimately lead her to find her family and create her own luck. And with that, the tale of Luck Sam, the unlucky orphan girl turned fortunate family member, comes to an end, leaving behind a message of hope, and the idea that even in the face of adversity, luck can be found if one is willing to believe and never give up. So what did you think of this movie? Leave it in the comments below, and if you liked the video, please like and subscribe for more movie recaps. See you next time.